Who it is, everybody.
Yay!
Yay. It is Beadshop Live, and it's Kate and Drea today on June 21st. Woohoo!
Yes, and we match.
We do. I came to the camera and I'm all, look up, Drea. We managed to match our colors. So I just kept it. I just
Didn't
went.
plan it, just
Didn't
did it.
plan it. We're just clever that way.
Yep.
Um, so hey, Drea, how are you?
Hi, Kate. I'm awesome. I'm glad to be here.
It is awesome to have you with this project that we're going to get into very shortly, which you're going to talk about. But first, let me talk about a couple of things. Then you're going to talk about something. Then we're going to get to the project. How is that?
Okay.
Perfect. So, just to remind you folks, don't forget to, there it is. Look, I just covered you.
Oh no.
To hit that social for Beadshop, hit that Facebook, hit that Instagram, and hit that Pinterest. Go over and like and subscribe on our YouTube channel. We'd love to see you over on our Facebook group, The Bead Table. And if you have any questions, Drea's on the other side of info@beadshop.com. And let me tell you that, whoops, that wasn't right. This is right. There it is. You can find all the information on the project and the product that we're going to be using today right on beadshop.com. Again, there's that email address. And don't forget to stay in touch and sign up for our newsletter. So we've got people watching from all over the web. Janice is doing some moderating over on YouTube. It's great, great, great to have everybody here. And people are super excited. They're really glad to see you, Drea.
Well, I'm glad to be here. Sorry for my arm in here. I actually figured out how to put comments up so I could see them this time. Last time I
Perfect.
couldn't figure it out. Today, I see you guys.
Today
I
you've
have a nice little
got it.
list over here. It's good.
Yes. So, we're doing a couple of things. Not only are we doing this great project that's like one of your go-tos, but also in the newsletter today, it is MG Awareness Month.
It is. It
And
is.
I'd love for you to talk a little bit about that before we get started. And then I'm going to flash a little something that I made for you folks as well.
Yes. So if you haven't read, I think I put it Monday and today in the newsletter. So we changed the nationwide fundraiser. So now it's taking place in June during MG Awareness Month, which makes a lot more sense than doing it in November, which didn't make very much sense. Although it did coincide with my birthday. So that was kind of cool. But now, June is good. So June is MG Awareness Month. MG is myasthenia gravis, which is something I was diagnosed with in 2017 after like a decade of being misdiagnosed for everything else under the sun. And then they diagnosed me by accident. They happened to find it while looking for something else, and everything kind of fell into place. All of my symptoms made sense. And now I've become an advocate because I had no idea what it was. The doctor who diagnosed me really didn't know anything about it and gave me a lot of misinformation, and that wasn't very fun. And it's super rare. It's not something that everyone's heard of. And so the awareness campaign is one thing, the fundraising campaign is another thing. But my big thing is I really want patient care to be improved. And so I've been an advocate for this for the last several years. You've seen me go to, well, I mean, I live in DC, so it's not like I'm traveling very far, but you've seen me hop over that bridge to DC and do some legislative work and things like that. So right now what we're doing is a fundraiser, and every year we've done this with Beadshop, and so now we're just moving it to June. And we have our own page. There's a link in the newsletter. There for every $5 or $10. Now I forget, Kate. Geez,
I have it right there. $10 donated.
Every $10 donated. I will put your name in a list, and so if you donate $20, your name's in there twice. If you donate $30, it's in there 3 times. So the more you donate, the more chances you get. And then we have some gift cards to raffle off completely at random, but you get a better chance if you donate more. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge. But we also have, Kate made this, and she just showed me 5
I'm
seconds
going to show
ago.
you. Here, let
So
me put it under this. I'll spotlight
it's
it.
so fancy.
It
So
is. So I am working on, it's kind of hard for you folks to see. Let me pull it out, pan out. These are the tote bags that I'm making for the retreat. And so some of you know I've been super into the embroidery. So I digitized our logo and tried it out on our tote bag. So the first one goes to an MG donator. Drea will pick them all at random.
perfect. Beauteous. I love it. It came out so good.
Thanks.
It's
I'm
so
pretty
pretty.
excited about it. Everybody is saying that's awesome.
Thanks, Cindy.
Cindy's saying congratulations on being a warrior. And here's Janice. There's the donate link. It's also in the newsletter, so there'll be more chances, more info about it. Drea, when are you gonna do? When do people? When's the cutoff?
The end of June. So I think I said I would cut it off on June 30th. I should bring the email up and look because I can't remember.
I know. I've got it. On Saturday, July 1st, you're going to select.
There you go. Yeah. So I can't remember anything, you guys.
Well,
welcome to my world. Short-term memory out the window. But so I just accidentally pulled this up while I was looking for the email. We're at $874 right now. Let me refresh because that was a little bit ago. We're at 904 right now.
That's awesome.
So which is awesome. And we might be, Beadshop.com now might be one of the top. They do top teams and top individuals. Oh, we're getting close. We're almost in the top 5. And my team, the whole team, is number 1 right now. We are the number 1 team in fundraising.
That's so awesome. Well, every year you really do an amazing effort. So we're super stoked to be able to support you here at beadshop.com. And I know that our viewers are also.
Couldn't do it without you guys.
You guys are great with your support. So you can find the, let me flash Janice's.
I'll put a post on Instagram, Facebook.
Okay.
And in the group so that there's easier access to that link.
Okay. And let me, here's the link that gets you in the running for the gift certificate. It's right there. Support MGFA.
There's a link where it's like, it says beadshop.com.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little easier. I'll post it.
Okay. Great.
We're not pulling names until the end of the month. You got time.
You've got some time. Yeah. And so just a reminder, for every $10 donated, you'll receive 1 chance at winning the gift card. So the more you enter, the more chances you have to win the gift card, or the more you donate, rather, the more you have to win. So for every $10 donated. So we're giving away that $100, $75, and $50. And Drea will announce. And the tote. And this tote, you'll get the first one. I'm pretty stoked at digitizing. There we go. Let me zoom in. There we go. It came out really good, I think. Now
it's super cute.
I can't wait to digitize it and put it on the tote bags for the retreat.
Embroidery queen.
You're going to choose the winners on Saturday, July 1st, and we will announce. So that's what we've got, kids. So let's talk a little bit, Drea, about this project. I'm going to flash it on here again. Let me get there. So this is the long necklace that you make. It's on Softflex, and it's something that you wear. I know you wear a lot. The 2 names, you'll find them on Beadshop. They're called Desdemona and Melissa. I'm going to highlight my screen, Drea, so
Mm-hmm.
you can talk a little bit about the ones that I've got here.
Can we still hear me? Because remember,
Yeah,
my
I
mic.
can
All
hear
right,
you. Yep, you're still
perfect,
up. Mm-hmm.
perfect. So, I just wear this all the time. It's quick, it's easy. It literally took me 30 minutes a piece to make it from start to finish. Stringing, crimping, putting the tassel on, 30 minutes, easy
Mm-hmm.
peasy. And I mainly make these because I am impatient and lazy, and I cannot be bothered to knot. I
Well,
I
you
can't.
like a fast project.
I
That's for sure.
I can't sit and just keep doing something. It needs to be done. I am the
Right.
most impatient woman on the planet, I swear. So I cannot. I have knotted. I showed you earlier. I have my mala with me, and I
Yeah,
love my
no, you're
mala.
terrific. You're a terrific knotter.
But I can't do it. It just drives me crazy. It's the same thing with regular laddering, traditional laddering. It's so slow. It makes me nuts. I have to do things fast. And I that's all there is to it. I'm just lazy. So to mimic the look of knots, I have little seed beads instead, little 11 knots. You could also use the new spacers. You could go smaller. You could use 8 aughts. You could go bigger. But it
Yeah.
makes it's just a little bit of a mimic of that knot. Gives you the same kind of look. Easy, easy, easy. String it on soft flex and you're done. I love it. I make
Well,
these at shows because they're so easy to make. People will see you making something and come over and it piques their interest. And it's just, they come right together. Oh, you look at the little bunny.
these
I
are some
love.
of our new pieces. Um, I was telling Drea, I put them away very carefully
In a
for the
special place.
show, for a special place, and then I realized as Drea was talking, I was all, oh right, yep, I got it.
This is where I put
So
them. Mm-hmm.
this is where I put them. I've got it. So one of the things that I want to show you here with Drea's piece, there's a couple of things. She's going to actually kind of string this in real time for you folks so you can see what she's got going on. But there's kind of like three parts of this necklace. There's the pearl section. There's the check bead glass. In this glass bead, in this case, spindles are her bead of choice for this. Then there's the connector and the tassel. So we added two new tassel colors to our tassel offering. These tassels are really gorgeous and they make such, I think, an impact, um, a statement for the necklace. I want to use these and make some earrings because they're a
Yes.
5-inch tassel, right? I think as an earring, they'd be
Amazing.
just redunculous. I love them. So,
And they're
um,
light. That would be this is like the perfect shoulder
yeah,
duster because they're so lightweight.
yeah, they're super light. So we got this quadrifoil in, and I know, Drea, when you do like your own jewelry line and your things that you have sold previously, this quadrifoil kind of figures into your designs, right? This is something you've
It's
used
just a
before.
classic shape. It's
Yeah.
classic. It's this necklace is easy to dress up or down, and I love this just little clover leaf, um, the
Yeah.
little
So we
tiny
also have
beads we
that
have
little
too. It
clover.
just echoes that
Yeah.
shape. Yep, it just looks so
It's
nice
such a
together.
good
It's just a
little
nice
one.
little callback. But
You
yeah,
can,
look at this. Use whatever you want.
yeah,
It's
you
so
can
easy to
also
switch these out.
100%. You could also mix these up. So, like this, the quadrifoil with that Marrakesh drop that we have, this Marrakesh has the holes in it. And I wanted to show you, we got these new, it's a classic tiara cast piece. But we finally, I don't know why we didn't have it before. It's this little palmetto drop. And look at how cool these look just lined up in this order. They
So
look
cute.
great. You could also pair this with that round loop. that we have that sometimes we do it with earrings. You could put the loop on the bottom and attach that palmetto to it, or we've got some other little teeny ones. We got the Paloma, the dove. We also got this tiny bunny. You could also use the hammered link and you could reverse it out this way or reverse it out this way with the palmetto. So these little components that are just brand new are really fantastic for kind of playing around. You've got a lot of real estate here to make that statement with.
Million options.
Yeah, a lot of options. I really love these tassels. These tassels have kind of like a Turk's head knot on the top of them. And they really pair very nicely, I think, with this quadrifoil. They really look great. So when you start the piece, I'm gonna take this off of Spotlight. There we go.
I'm going to try to get a little more light here for you too. I know it's unfortunately very dark.
I'm gonna put one of these on. Let me put my tape measure over here. So essentially, the recipe for this, Drea, is I'm actually going to take you out for the moment.
You don't want to see this?
There we go. And I'm going to make that one, this one, the big one. Hang on. Nope, not me. There we go. Okay, so essentially the recipe for this is you need a strand of pearls, right?
Yep.
A strand of check.
Yep.
Right. We use the quadrifoil and then the clover as the accents, but again, you could use any beads. You could throw in those new bunnies, which would be really cute.
Super cute.
You could use a different center. And then we've got the tassels in a bunch of different colors. So let me show you. I'm going to put this one on. Andrea's going to start actually to...
I'll put these two down. These are two that I wear all the time. This is really similar to the actual sample today, but I have the gold on here instead of the antique brass.
Real pretty.
And honestly, I've changed this out. I used to have the olive tassel on here. It was just like a little woodsy. It was giving me like little Taylor Swift folklore vibes.
Right. Yes.
But I switched it out because of the shirt that I'm wearing. I put the brown on so that I wasn't so Christmassy with like my olive and red.
Right.
But so many colors go with this. You can do whatever you want. You can just...
Yeah. I like these. So the new tassels that we have are this sea foamy peacock tassel, peacock, and then this the cream is the other new one.
Yep.
So this length, FYI, where it comes together on me at the quadrifoil is 28 inches, and then at the end of the tassel, it's about 40. So this is about 29. And then if I go to the very tip of the tassel, right there, yeah, it's about 40.
And you can do whatever you need, whatever length you need to make this.
Exactly. Because you can see if I pull it up a little bit, it also looks great short as well. So it just depends on, again, you do you.
Exactly.
What you like.
And I will again say I am lazy. And what I did was use one full strand of pearls, one strand of spindles.
Right.
That's how I measured.
And that's how you did it. Right. Right.
The only thing I measured was soft flex going around my neck to make sure I had a long enough length. And I just eyeballed it. I did not really measure. And
so when you start this, you're going to cut, which soft flex are you using?
The 0.014.
Okay.
And I originally did not use a clasp. My own are endless. And because you bypass the 2 strands of soft flex at the end, I do add A-dot beads because they won't fit doubly through the pearls or through the 11 knots.
Right.
So that's why there's A-dots on the list. If you want to put a clasp in here, put a clasp in here.
Right. Like this one, you can see this has a clasp right here.
I purposely made
So
2 just for that purpose.
just for that reason,
I
yeah. And
purposely
if
purposed.
there was a question about what length does it need to be to go over your head. I think going over your head is
Depends on your head.
yeah, it depends. For me, I'm going to measure. It would be about right there. I think for me it's 22, but let me measure. Um, let me see. Yeah, 24 for me.
Yeah.
So that's about, but again, that's the beauty of making this yourself. You can decide what works for you.
Yep.
So I'm gonna show them, Drea, a couple of, while you're starting to string, I'm gonna show the adding of the jump rings onto the quadrifoil.
Yeah.
Because it's a little what do I want to say? That's as we were talking, it's a little tricky,
The
right?
the quatrefoils are thick, so you need the 6mm oval jump rings. See this? If you can see on my camera, I've looped this around my neck.
Here, I'm gonna
Well,
put
I'm
it.
kind of off to the side, so I've literally just looped around my neck, and I'm holding it in front of me, and I'm just going to cut to what this is.
Okay,
That's how I'm measuring. It
perfect.
is
That's how I measure.
It is.
Um,
It's
that's
because
how I
it's
measure all the
personal.
time.
Everyone's neck is
Yeah,
different, or everyone's best
it's
length is
totally
different.
perfect.
So don't box yourself into it. Has to be exactly so many inches.
Right.
I always would err on the side of caution so that you have a little extra.
Mm-hmm.
But I would not panic over an exact. I need this many inches.
No,
Do
exactly.
what it's going to be to fit on you.
You could also use. I'm going to show you folks while Drea's playing around with
I'm
that.
deciding here. I don't know which ones I want to use. I am using these same white or cream colored pearls, but I'm debating. I have 2 different spindles here. I have the blue, what is this? Blue etched bronze.
Yeah, I love both of those.
And the
Let me put that
transparent
to the
light green
center.
AB.
Yeah.
They are, I love them both.
Yeah, the other 2 that you made, Drea, this one's transparent and this one's transparent. So it might be kind of cool to see what it looks like with the opaque, I think.
I love it.
And the tassels that we have, someone mentioned earlier also, if you want them a little shorter, you can also chop them off a little bit, right? So,
Oh, yeah.
they don't have to be as long. And what you could also do, let me show you with Drea's piece here. Here's Drea's piece. You could add a donut, add that quadrifoil on top. Wouldn't that look cool? And then add the tassel at the bottom. This is the 40mm, but you could also add, this might be a little bit more in scale. That's the 30mm right there. And you could just, attach it. You could wire wrap it. You could put a round of beads on it. You could you could attach it however you liked. But all of these colors, I think, of the tassels are really, really nice. You could also, we've got our fans here.
Ooh, those would be cool.
You could even hang the fan either upside down or right side up. But look at how cool that tassel looks below the fan with the quadrifoil on top of that disc. That's a pretty color with it. We also have that carnelian color, though I do have some smaller ones. I have this, maybe I like this lapis and this sea foam, or the peacock. I keep calling it sea foam, but it's not.
You can also take the pearls out and do a gem instead. Do some semi-precious rounds instead and echo that whatever you have for a pie disc. That would be really cool.
It would be really pretty. We could do this with lapis browns. What else do I have that's sitting here? Let me see. Hold the phone while I do a little. I guess I've really been into, can you tell? I've really been into color paletting lately. All I want to do are mixes.
I love it.
Mixes of beads, right? Um, let me see. Here's the semi-precious.
So all I've done right now is I've put 8 little 11-aughts and strung them to the center. And now I'm just going to string on both sides at the same time so that my
Oh,
necklace is
here.
even.
Let me change you. There we go.
And I add an 11-aught in between every bead. I've kind of just patterned this so it has, I don't know if, let's put this in, so that we have a spindle, a quatrefoil, 2 spindles, or 3 spindles, sorry, a quatrefoil, a single spindle. I just patterned it. You can do whatever you want, but I just kept it somewhat symmetrical. And I'm using the bright gold for this.
Pretty.
And I switched out my seed beads as well because I wanted a more gold one. So I have the gilt lined opal, one of my favorites.
Yeah, I love
That's
that one.
551. So beautiful.
The gilt lined, we're doing one in the July mix as well. We're bringing back a favorite for the July mix, and there's a beautiful new one that is in the mix, but that we haven't carried before in the
July mix is
yeah.
epic, you guys.
It is epic. It is epic, epic, epic. Let me see.
And again, I'm sorry that it's dark in here today. It's just a rainy day, and I can't do anything about that.
No, it's looking good. So, Drea, you've started. Where have you started the necklace? In the back?
Nope, in the front, in the middle.
In the front. Okay, just double checking. Yep. So you're going to start in the middle and see, and I know she pointed that out, but see how the that little row of beads are there, and that's what's going to accommodate the jump ring. So while Drea is stringing, let me show you how to put that quadrifoil on. I also wanted to look. I'm kind of digging. Look at this little palette. I wish I had some of these. For some reason, I don't have any of these clovers, which echo the quadrifoil. I love that bead. I am super irritated at myself that I don't have any.
Put a bird on it.
But put a bird, right. Let me double check and see. I put out the faceted ovals. I just want to see.
I have a couple here too, because I was thinking, I mean, they work just as well. And I grabbed a couple that I had. But I love these spindles. I'm using the spindles.
Yeah, I love them too. And we have some of these. This is the Amazonite faceted center drilled ovals. If you look under gemstones,
we've got ovals. I'm sorry.
Ones. We've got blue opal. We've got, and we replenish these when we can get them back in. So if you see them and we're out for whatever reason, don't worry, they're coming back. It's just that it's just not as easy to get these. What I want to say, these gemstones, back. But we carry these. These are the faceted ovals. This is Amazonite.
I was thinking the check ones. I was on another planet.
Oh, you were on another, right. The ovals, the ovals would be really pretty.
I used the spindles in this because of Emily's girlfriend necklace. Yeah. I was not super into spindles before.
Yeah.
And I literally started using them because of her using them. It just never occurred to me. I don't know. They just never really appealed to me before. Right. Which is weird because this is definitely a very me shape, like a long oval. But I just, I don't know, maybe it was because it was flat and I just couldn't get my head around it.
Yeah, I've got her girlfriend necklace right here. And it would be a great layering piece for this. So here's this. And here's Let me get rid of that. So you could double spindle and layer, because Emily for the girlfriend necklace puts the spindles up top and you put these down at the bottom, and the girlfriend is shorter. And what
And
Emily did
knotted.
was she did a cluster of little charms here. And so it would look really pretty just layered that way.
Yeah.
Really cool. So let me show you how we would connect. Here's the quadrifoil. And I'm just going to connect a tassel to it. And then some people are asking, how would I connect this quadrifoil to that disc? So I'll show you how I do that too while Drea is stringing. So you want the 6 millimeter oval jump ring. Let me make sure. This one actually, Drea, I actually have the 8 millimeter. Let me see if I've got the 6. I think I do.
You can use an 8. You can use a round one too, as if it's big enough. I really love oval jump rings. I like that they're just secure. They're not going to pop open on you.
Yeah,
Pulling.
I agree. That's why we got the oval, because even though I love the round jump rings, the oval is nice because the cut, or not the cut, but the opening on that oval jump ring will naturally hang to the side, right?
Yep.
So it's not gonna pop open. I'm gonna use this larger one so you can see it. So let me get my
That I think you have the 6 mils.
my chain nose. I thought I did too, but
No, I think that is it. That's an 8.
this is an 8. Yeah, because I compared it to what you have on yours, and see, it's a little bit bigger. But they both work.
Oh, totally.
So here's this one. We're going to open it, and the oval jump rings have that opening in the side. So you can just kind of flip it open that way. We're going to attach, there's a loop at the top of the tassel here. I'm going to bring that around, and now I'm going to close it. Just like so. So that's ready to go. I'm going to actually open it back up, open it wide, get that quadrifoil link on there. And that's the kicker with this, is this quadrifoil link, like Drea mentioned, is fat. So you kind of have to tell it where to go, put it there, and then close the ring around it and make sure that it's completely closed. See how I did? Whoops, you can't see how I did that right there. So now see how it's hooked on there, and the jump or the opening in the ring is on the side. I could use 2, but the opening, the top of the tassel, I don't think would accommodate 2 jump rings. But I think it looks really, really nice. Okay.
Yeah, they're not. I mean, it's not going anywhere. You're not. You're not going to lose it. I just really prefer to use the ovals versus the rounds, but you can do whatever you want.
And so now when you're putting this on the center, I'll capture the quadrifoil, and then I'll just put it around the seed beads there and close it up. That's it. So it's ready. It's ready to go. So it's just like a charm or anything else that you would do. But here that is. I'm going to grab, I think I've got an ear wire here. Just for fun, I want to see what that ear wire is going to look like on there. Let's see. There's so many, I've got so many ideas for these tassels and so many open boxes here. Let me see. Oh, this is a nice ear wire. This is the titanium one that has the that has the nice silver ball. So when you put these together with the oval and the jump ring, if you were doing a ring, I would need a smaller ring to hold it or to connect it, because then the quadrifoil would be sitting the wrong way.
You just twist the loop on the ear wire. I do that a
I
lot.
I don't love it on these niobium ones because the wire's so stiff.
Gotcha.
So sometimes I do that. I feel like, though, if I use a smaller jump ring, especially with this oval, it adds just a touch more movement for the earring.
True.
It's not adding a whole bunch of length. And I like, I like that look. So
Have I mentioned I'm lazy?
Well, you know me. I like
Yeah, you're not lazy. I am.
Well, no, that is everyone knows, Drea, that you are the hardest working
Hey, it's not to say I don't work hard. It's just that
customer happiness team.
I work smarter, not harder.
You
How's
do.
that?
You do. Drea's always saying, "Hey, why don't we do it this way?" I'm all, "Why? I want to do it in my 20 steps instead of 3." So here's this. And let me put it, I'm going to put me on here, and let me put it on. So here's this long tassel. So this might be something that I might want to cut down or not.
Nope, leave it.
Look at that.
I love it.
Summer earring. So light. I love it. We were talking about broadcasts that are coming up. I'm just going to leave it because I love it. We were talking about broadcasts that are coming up soon, and I'm going to be doing a broadcast on what I call the earring suite, which is 6 different earrings that don't match at all. I mean, they match, but they're not pairs, is what I meant. So
Sisters,
it's
not
6.
twins.
Yes. So it's like cousin. We say sisters, not twins. These are cousins,
Nice.
not sisters, if that makes sense. So, and I've dug up, I have an old picture of me, because that was my jam in high school. I would have worn the heck out of this. 1983, your tassel earring is calling. But I used to love to mix up my different earrings. So I've actually been doing that lately. I've made a pair of earrings that go together, but they're not identical. And I've been wearing them around town, and people have been all, "Oh, I love your earrings." I'm all, "Thanks." So we're going to do that soon.
Nice.
So let me show you with this quadrifoil here and this disc, how I might make all of this happen. So what I would do, and this is totally impromptu, so let me see if I can find it. I was telling Drea earlier, it's like, why do I even clean up? Because if I clean up, then I don't know where anything is.
I just realized I left 2 of my spindles off of this, but I'm going to keep going. And I'm just going to add them up at the top because I feel like it.
That's right.
There's no such thing as mistakes. You just keep going.
That's right. I'm going to get some wire. And I grabbed 20 gauge because I think I want it to be a little more substantial. That's just what I want. So that's what I'm going to get.
Nice.
So I'm going to highlight mine let's check in how Drea's doing.
Great. I left my spindles off the bottom here. I should have put another spindle right here.
Yeah.
Forgot about them.
Yeah.
Right in front of my face. Forgot about them. Doesn't matter. Now they're up here.
Doesn't matter. Now they're on. I'm going to highlight this camera real quick while I wire wrap this. So I'm going to go at Kate speed for this. But on our skill builders, there are how to wire wrap, etc., etc. So what I'm going to start with, again, 20 gauge. I'm going to bend at a right angle. I'm going to make a loop going up and over the top large enough because I'm going to connect my tassel right to this sucker. Okay. So I'm going to do this and watch. I'm just going to say, hey, tassel, go right on there. This is like old school bead shop right here. Oh, thank you. Gapamu. That's right. She's in Germany. Thanks for joining us. Enjoy your dinner. So I'm going to wrap. See here? Wrap, wrap, wrap. And then I'm going to cut away that extra. If I had my wire cutters, I was using them this weekend. And of course, here we go.
I'm seeing Carrie's comment about no rules and her anxiety. First of all, your anxiety isn't dumb. Anxiety is legit. And I have it. And that is why I am doing this. Because it would drive me nuts to take this apart and put those spindles where I originally wanted them. And you know what?
Right.
They look fine where they are.
Yeah, they
That's
sure
the
do.
rule. They look A-okay.
100%. I have this really super long piece of wire, which is kind of bugging me. So I'm going to cut some of that away so I'm not working with a giant piece. And then I'm going to put my fan on. So see how there's no jump ring there? I just put it on that closed wire wrap. So now I'm going to wire wrap this closed. Now I want something. Here, look at what I found. Look at that. Oh, come on, right there. There's a 6mm lapis just waiting for me.
Perfect.
And here is a daisy spacer. Oh, you know what I want? Oh, is it here? Hang on. Oh, I was just looking at them yesterday. Yes! Remember these? We have these little petal.
Ooh, yes, the little petal caps.
Right?
Cute.
So here's that 6mm. Here's the petal. Now I'm going to wire wrap it closed. Come on, just look at it.
Perfect.
Okay?
It just adds an extra touch of special.
It does.
It just makes it look a little more finished.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I like a little, it's like a comma in a sentence. It allows you to pause, take a breath, take
you know
a
how
look.
I feel about punctuation.
You feel very strongly about punctuation. Thank goodness. Little Miss Proofreader. So here we go. I'm going to wire wrap that closed. And now I'm going to clip this away. Okay. So what I've got here, let me push that down. Now I need to attach it to the disc. Okay. So here's this. So here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my wire. I think I have enough with this. And I'm just going to make a wire wrap loop here. So I'm going to come up just like we do a briolette wrap almost. Bring it around. Bring one down. I don't want this loop to be that large either. So up and over. Do I have enough to wire wrap it? I hope so. Because I use this little piece. Come around the disc. Sorry, I'm trying to stay into frame, but it's a little difficult for me to see. Okay, yeah, I can. Let me straighten this wire out. I'm being a little slapdash, so let me fix that. All right, and we're going to wire wrap this closed. I'm going to have just enough wire. I need the other tool to help me get this wire around. Like so. Yeah, just the very, very right amount. There we go. And I'll pull this down, clip covering it so it doesn't hit me in the head. Let's close all of this wire down. Make sure that there aren't any little random bits. Okay, so notice, folks, how I left this like this. And I did that on purpose because I wanted to add another jump ring in between. Looking at it now, though, I made the loops kind of a nice size. So maybe next time I would wire wrap them together. I don't know. Let me see.
I think you could put a component of some sort in there.
Yeah, I could. I'm going to show your piece is just about done there, Drea, right?
I am ready to crimp.
Oh, that's awesome. Let me,
how fast this is?
Yeah, super fast. Let me get my jump ring out and connect this, and then we'll go back to you.
Go for it.
What I found, let me see what this looks like. This is one of my favorite components that we have.
I think you still have me up, Kate.
Yeah, I got it. This is, oh, but I want them flat, but I can turn it. Anyway, this is that bark jump ring, that round bark jump ring, like this.
Oh, yeah. Gorgeous.
So I want these the rings that I put on these to be in the right direction. So I'm going to rotate it. I want to straighten out this wire. I'm going to straighten out the wire there. And I think I kind of like this movement here, but I'm going to tighten it up just a little bit there. And I'm going to have that be on the back. Okay. And then I need to turn this one at an angle. Now, let's open those jump rings. So the jump rings, there's a question here. Bonnie says she struggles with closing jump rings. She feels like it's a very simple skill, so she's frustrated. Is wire wrapping easier or harder? So Janice just showed Bonnie, we've got a skill builder for those jump rings where I really detail it. And wire wrapping is just different. It's not, I don't think, easier or harder. The thing about jump rings, though, when you're opening them, see how I'm using this bent chain? It's in my non-dominant hand, regular chain in my dominant hand. Opening it up like this, like a little kickstand of a bike. Then I'm adding that ring into the loop. There's a little tip of wire there that's preventing this. Let me just use the tool to get it out of there. This jump ring is a heavy gauge. It's like 12 gauge or something. So let me just do this. Elongate it just a hair. There we go. Because I really want this heavy gauge to work. There we go. So that's on. This other one is on. Close it up. And it's tough, it's heavy. So there we go. So here's this. So I've connected that. And now to get the quadrifoil on here, I think what I'm going to do, Drea, I'm going to have you do the crimping on that one.
Sure.
And then I think I'm going to change this up for a second. So I've got you soloed there. Okay. So let's switch gears real quick and you talk about what you've got going on there, Drea.
So this is the endless version. If you want to add a clasp, add the clasp. But the endless version just flips right over your head. Let me straighten these out. So I finished the pearls, the last pearl, and then I did one more I'm trying to separate it here. One more little 11-aught, an 8-aught, my crimp bead, a few more 8-aughts just to be in the middle, and then I'm echoing that on the other side here. Crimp bead, 8-aught, 11-aught pearl. You're going to, let me see if I can do this so that you can see it.
Yeah, you're good. You're in view.
I'm sliding, if I can. Yeah, I'm in view, but my eyeballs can't see it. That's the problem.
Right.
I don't know how you do this. I say this every single time I'm on. You are like something else, let me tell you. All right, I did it. Look at me go. All right, look at that.
No surprise.
Ta-da.
Nice.
Beautimious. You want to leave a little tiny bit of space in the middle of these two jump rings. Not a ton, just a hair, because when you put the crimp covers on, you'll need that little bit of air on this side between, I don't have an awl with me. I wish I was Kate Richburg with an awl.
My awl, that's right.
You know, and I had one, like I literally just had it.
I know. It was literally there.
I'm using my crimp tool. So you want just a hair of space here because the crimp cover has to fit in. So on the either side of these, in the middle 8-aughts, you want just a teeny little bit of space. Teeny tiny bit. I don't know that I could crimp out of frame. Are you going to show a close-up of crimping, or should I try to do it?
Yeah, I can, but go ahead and crimp.
Let me see if I can.
Give it a go.
Honestly, I use my fingernail, and I use like just my nail's length as that space.
Yeah. There you go.
Because that just gives you that little hair of space. Oh, and I pulled. Let me hold it. All right, now I'm holding it in these fingers. I'm holding it in those fingers to pull it. Let's see if I can do it. I don't know if I can. All right, nope, I can't do it. I can't do it. I gotta pull it up to my face.
That's okay. I get it. I'll tell you.
I can't see.
I tell you.
I tried.
You gave it the old college try.
I did, but then I couldn't see which slot to put my crimp bead in.
We also have, folks, a skill builder for the crimping, where we really, really detail it. We've done it on so many shows, where you can kind of see how it all comes together with the crimps and the crimp cover. And I really detail it so you can see it that way.
I'm still trying to make this work and I can't do it. Sorry.
That's okay. Here, while you're doing that, I'm going to go back to my view.
I just pulled it out because
That's okay. Tell me when you're ready because I'm back on my view.
Go for it. You do you.
So what I've done here is I liked the wire, right? But I didn't love the wire. I liked the wire on the bottom one. I didn't love the wire up top. So I grabbed some seed beads. It's the Montana Picasso, which I love that color. It's the 4516, and I put them around this ring. Now, what I really want that I don't have is one of the big shadows in silver, but I have it in copper. So I'm just going to go ahead and mix my metals. And I'll introduce copper somewhere else to make it purposeful. So here's that. Now I'm going to string some 8-aughts. Drea, you let me know when you're ready for the camera again.
That'll be in 70 years.
Okay,
perfect. That I'm going.
Perfect. No pressure.
Doing great today, guys. Doing great.
Yeah, you are. So I'm going to string a line of these 8-aughts on my soft flex. And I'm starting in the center, just like Drea started, right? This is all in the center. Let me get some more. I like the way that these Montana Picasso seed beads look. Anything in a Picasso, I'm like, sign me up for them.
We love our Picassos.
We do. Come on. I feel like Oh, that's why. This has a funny cut at the end. Make sure that your soft flex is cut nice and flush so that you can get your beads on there easily. Mine was not. Okay, so here's this. And so I'm going to string this long enough to go over the bottom of that disc. Again, this is an old Beadshop trick. I could glue that quadrifoil right on the disc. I've glued on the discs before, right? So these are 8/aughts.
Oh, yeah.
Whoops, we did them on
Gluing
the
would be
wrong
cool.
size, but side. So let me do it on this side. Yeah, you could glue it right in the center. I'm going to see if I can float it and see. For gluing, I would use the E6000 for that. And you've seen me we did a special show on glue where I glued a bunch of different stuff and showed the differences between the different glues. And I glued some metal onto a lapis disc. And I used the E6000. It was really nice. I think I've got that disc actually right here. Right? It's that one here. So that's glued. All right. So here is, this is set here, right? So there's my bead bringing that loop together. So let's see if this is going to fit. I need to put the quadrifoil on, and I'm going to go through one way and back and through the other way and back. And let's tighten this down. And let's see how this looks. Can I get the beads through? I can. Just bear with me here a second.
I'm trying to bear with myself here a second.
Yeah, well, you got this. You got it. All right, so see what I did here. That's not bad. You can see on the back, and here's the side view. I will need to play around with the spacing and all this, but this is how I do it. See, there's still spaces where I need to tighten up the beads there. But I went through with this one strand this way and out, and this way and out, and I captured the quadrifoil on the top and the bottom. Now what I would do is I'd bring these strands together again, and then I'd split them out. This is an 8/aught that I used here. I don't know that I love the size of the 8/aught. I think I'm going to zoom in a little tighter here so you folks can see it. I think that actually an 11, this to my eye is a little clunky. I want it to have a little more refinement. So I'm actually going to give this another go with an 11. But you get the idea, right? You get the idea.
Looks good. I don't mind the 8/aught. I like the Picasso.
Yeah, I love the Picasso too. Let me see what else I have in the 11s. What's some, there we go. Can I show you now, Drea?
Yeah, I crimped in front of my eyeball. Like
Okay.
really close.
Great.
And I'm just going to add my quadrifoil.
So the thing when you're crimping those, like anything else, when you're putting the crimp tubes on, you need to have some movement, right?
Yep.
Because if you're crimping too tightly down there, that's going to have a what do I want to say? It's going to be a stress point.
Yeah, and you're not going to have that fluidity in your necklace either.
Correct.
All right, I got my
Wrecked.
link. Oh, I may have put it not in the center. Let me fix that. I want to make sure that it's, I have 8 little seed beads here. I want to make sure I have them with 4 on either side.
Oh,
Just the
nice.
way that it's
Yeah,
going to
so
hang.
expensive. Yeah.
It doesn't really slide on these. That's good. Let me count 4.
And this is a way, you know, as we're, you know how we all like to design on the fly here at Beadshop. You just have to audition the beads and see what works and what doesn't. You know, if you do something that you love, keep it. If you don't, just take them off and do, you know, move on to the next thing. I loved the way that these Montana looked, but I couldn't get past the I couldn't get past the color. I mean the size. So these are, while you're doing that,
Everyone's just watching me struggle to do this.
yeah,
Sorry.
that's all right. I'm gonna switch this over.
Do it.
Let me zoom out a little bit here. So I grabbed, since this is the color of the fan, this is the 4514, the Seafoam Picasso, and this is in the 11-aught. So let me give this another go here. Kim is saying go for the 15s, which I could. I could even do the 13s, the Charlottes. But right now I can't imagine anything being tinier than these flippin' 11-aughts. If you don't have the Picassos in your collection, and the Picasso refers to the finish on the bead, and the Picasso finish is kind of a mottled, kind of a brown color. Doesn't sound really beautiful, but the effect is amazing. So I have those 11s there. Now what I also grabbed is, you remember these wavy chip beads? I'm going to try those. So let me get an 8-aught, which feels impossibly large now. Put both of those strands through. Put the 2 chips, and I'm going to put the wave down. Another Picasso in the Montana. And let's see. Yeah, look at, there we go. That's starting to say, I know what I'm doing. So now I'm going to string to put these through the disc. So let me show, where are you at here, Drea?
Oh, I just finished.
All right, I'm putting you on layout and you can talk about that.
I have a complete necklace. Did someone time me? Even with me screwing up, I still managed to finish it.
It was not long from
in no time flat.
From door to door.
So I did mess up. I have my spindles up at the top here.
I kind of like it though.
I like too.
Bringing them up to the top.
Why not?
Mm-hmm.
It's a new design. Look how fabulous. Let's move these guys off to the side here. Yeah.
So where then are the places where people need to pay that special attention?
I'd say adding your jump rings and then crimping. Just making sure that you have
enough space.
Enough so that these are going to be flowy and not super tight, super taut.
Mm-hmm.
And then just you do you. Make it up. Do whatever you want. I decided to do the cream colored tassel because I really like it with these pearls. I think it's a nice, this is all kind of echoey itself. I don't have a bright gold crimp cover with me, so I just used antique brass. But I mean, I don't really care. I like mixing metals.
So that pearl size, Drea, is that like a 7mm, 7 to 8?
No, I think these are the 5. I think they're
5. Okay, 5.
I don't know if I have the little baggie over here anymore. They are 5 to 5.5.
5 to 5.5. So
you can use bigger ones. I have these are a 6.5 navy. We only have a few left of these on the website right now, but I was going to do these
I
and just
love those beads.
string a couple of these with a spacer because I wanted to see how it would look rather than use the 11-aughts.
Yeah,
I have just a short piece of soft flex over here. I'm just going to throw a few on and see what we think.
sure. And so you used 11s in between, right?
Yep.
So, but you could use 8s in between.
Yep. I'm doing the spacers right now. Let's see how they look. You could use 15s in between. You could do the
Sure.
Charlottes in between. I think the Charlottes fit on the soft flex.
Yeah, the Charlottes will, especially the fine, the 0.014. They'll fit.
These, this is the new spacer color, that unicorn. I forget. It's in the monthly mix. I literally picked it because it had unicorn in the name.
That's right. The one that's in the margarita.
It is. Oh, it doesn't say on here, but it's 402 FR. But it said unicorn in the name, and I was like, yeah, we need that.
Yeah.
But yeah, these look pretty cute actually. The little spacers instead of a 11-aught.
Yeah.
It's a nice look. I like it. I'm gonna end up making one of these.
Yeah. No, it's a pretty.
Yeah, pretty good.
And that's the O bead. That's the flat Miyuki. It's not the O bead. It's the Miyuki spacer.
Yep.
Is what you're using, right?
Yep. That's it. That's what I got.
Yeah. That's nice.
Also, I super love these faceted peacock pearls.
Oh, yeah, that we had for a hot minute.
No, we have them right now.
Do we still have them? Okay.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure. Whenever I see faceted pearls, they're so old school that I snap them up. You used to be able to find faceted pearls all over the place, but now they're few and far between. I'm going to go over and show you all. Let me show you this.
Charlottes, let's do it.
Charlottes. All right, check the Charlotte and see if they fit. I am trying to make, I'm having a little bit of a spatial relationship issue here. Let me take this out. I need to get the quadrifoil twined in there. So here's this. There we go. Now this goes to the back of the lapis disc. This lapis disc also has some width to it. It's not super thin. Like this carnelian one is a little thinner. This lapis one is a little heavier. So I might be struggling a little bit more with this than usual, just because it's a wider disc. But see, yeah, I have to connect my, I have to put some more 11-aughts here, but let me zoom in on this.
Yeah, so the Charlottes fit on the fine. I have very fine here too, but they fit.
Okay,
yeah,
great.
They totally fit on the fine.
I really want to get that nice and tight there. I'm wondering, because this quadrifoil, it's moving around a little bit for me. So I think I might take it out of the bottom one, put this on the bottom, and just come in through the top. Let me see.
I would just glue it.
Yeah, I might just glue it too.
I think the first time you glued something on a pie disc, I was like, oh, what are you doing? And now I'm like, no, that's just the smartest thing you can possibly do.
That's just how to do it.
Just glue it.
Yeah, I'm going to glue it. I'm going to go over to you.
Hello.
And I'm going to take it out. I am just going to glue it. Everybody's telling me to glue it. So let's glue it on air. Let's do it.
Just glue it. Okay, this is on very fine right here. These are the faceted peacock pearls and Charlottes. This are the 6.5 millimeter navy rice with a spacer.
Nice. Can you lift them up just a tad?
I'll move the phone down.
Or move it down, either way.
Let's see.
Yeah.
There we go. Is that clear? Can you see?
Yeah, that's
Can you
better.
see?
Yeah, looks good.
Let me see if I can even.
So the Charlottes are at the bottom, and the Miyuki spacers are above.
Yep. So Charlotte's fit, and then there are a few Charlottes right here. They do fit on the fine, the 0.014. They do fit on there just fine. So that's good. But these, either anything works. And then these are with an 11-aught. So 11-aught, spacer, Charlotte. Look at that.
Nice.
The world is your oyster.
Yeah, and I think you could really, those little spacers and stuff, you can get a lot of texture going on.
Yeah.
With, in between the pearls, which I really like.
They look really cute. I'm going to put a couple on with these bigger ones. Let's see how they look.
I'm going to put my camera there in the center. So here's my glue. I have the E6000 and I have the Zap. Since I'm doing this on camera right now, I'm going to use a Zap because it's fast. This one that I did here, because it didn't lay real flat, I used the E6000 for this, and this is not going anywhere. This won't go anywhere either, but it's good. So let me get my lapis disc. We don't want to be messy at all with this because this glue is going to show, right? So I'm going to get some toothpicks and we're going to go ahead and I'm going to add the glue onto the quadrifoil and kind of get it ready. Notice I'm using my fancy new bead board and I've got a baggie on there. We're not gonna. The bead boards, when are those launching, Drea? We just put a date.
I
don't remember.
I think it's like right after the 4th of July. I think it's July 5th because that's the day you're doing your next masterclass.
That's right.
I think they're going up that same day.
That's correct.
I feel like that's the 5th.
I think that's right. So that's when these boards will drop. So see here, I've done the glue. I'm going to put this lid back on. Now I'm going to, and notice here that I didn't put glue all the way around the quadrifoil. I put it on this ear, and a dot there, and a dot there. Because what that allows me to do, is I'm going to grab this where there's no glue. Flip it. I'm using my pearl knotting tweezers. And drop it where I want it to go. Okay. Sorry, my camera was kind of went out there for a second. I think we're okay. I think we're back. I might have to check it.
But see
this, no, I think I'm frozen. I'm going to bring you back to the center, Drea.
I'm just continuing to try different things right now in between.
I like it. I'm going to take that camera out.
Now I've grabbed. I like the contrasting colors. Now I'm doing some like colors, so it's a little less obvious of a spacer, just to see. I just want to see what these look like. I'm just auditioning for future necklaces. So I've got this strand here. Let's see, you can see the whole thing. So I have Charlotte's. I have the unicorn white spacers. I think this is the patina iris 2035 spacers are right here. So no more bright white contrast. I have that. And now I just did a couple with I don't know which one this one is. This might be Silverline Denim in 8-aught. Because these beads are bigger. These pearls are bigger than the little cream colored ones I use, so I
Mm-hmm.
just figured let's just try with a bigger bead and see. And
I
I
like
like it.
the way I like the way those look. I like those little spacers a lot.
There's you can do whatever you want. There's so many different things you can do.
I'm connecting my phone back, so bear with me. I don't know why it dropped out, but it did. Let me connect this back to the webcam.
But look at all these different things and they all look fine. Like they all look good in different ways and for different things. Whatever style
Yeah.
you like. Might be kind of hard to see on the lighting here is so bad today. I'm sorry you guys. But let's see if this makes it any clearer. So, I have Charlotte's.
Oh, yeah.
I have the white spacers, the patina iris spacers, and then this is, I think, silver lined denim A dot.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take a picture too. We can take a picture and put it on in the
Those
group
look
or
great.
something. It might look a
Let
little
me
better.
add, let me show you what I've got here. So here, this got glued. Got glued. And so
Love
now
it.
it's super stable. It's not going anywhere with that zap. And then this is just going to weave in and out of the center of the disc this way. And
The
this
tassel with
way.
the fan, man. Perfect.
I think it's good. I've been wanting that. This fan, I have some from when we used to sell them at brick and mortar bead shop. It was one of my favorites. So when I found them again this year in Tucson, I was like, yep, where
Nice.
happened those? So I want to get this right there. So I'll finish that up with the 11s, but see how everything is nice and even now, and that's ready to go. I'll put another bead on the top here to hold them together. I'll split them apart, and then I'll string like you did, Drea. I'll do some spindles, and then I'll do, or whatever, maybe I'll do the semi-precious instead with the lapis. I don't know, but it'll be
I
it'll be
think you
fun.
got a winner right there.
I think it's a winner. Winner, winner, winner. That'll work. And I like the contrasting. Let me move this over. I like the contrasting bead color that I've got here. Okay, so now's the time. If you want to screenshot this, folks, now's the time to screenshot it because I'm going to add Drea back here in just 2 shakes. Okay.
Okay.
So let me get us here. I'm going to add you back to the stream here. There we go.
I'll take a picture and we'll put this on the project map and label
Okay.
it so you can see
Oh,
what
great.
different colors
The
and
different
sizes
ones
there
look
are.
fantastic. I
I've
love
got
how
11 knots, I got 8 knots, I got spacers and Charlottes. So
I'm wearing my super long tassel
I
earring.
love it. I love it.
I love it. So,
I'll switch
Drea,
the necklace.
switch the necklace. Let's remind everyone. Let me do this real quick here. You can find all of the information on the project and the products from today's broadcast right at beadshop.com. If you've got any questions, folks, email us and sign up on that newsletter. This project is called, what's it called, Drea?
I just put it in Softflex 101.
Softflex 101, right.
Yep.
And this is the Desdemona and the Melissa.
50 points if you know why I named them that.
I know, right? You folks might.
Someone out there may have picked up what I was putting down.
That's it. Maybe. So don't forget, everybody, to check out the newsletter. Check out Drea's The Drive for the Myasthenia Gravis Association. She is the top fundraiser.
But our team is number 1 right now. It's because of what the Beadshop folks have put in. I was not top 2 days ago. So now
Wow.
we
We
are.
really appreciate it. And so the more of the details are in the newsletter, but remember, we're giving out gift cards. We're giving out 100, a 75, and a 50. And for every $10 that you donate, you're going to receive a chance at winning the gift card. And Drea is going to select on Saturday, July 1st, and she's going to announce it. And I made a little bonus
Prize
prize.
number 4.
Prize number 4. We've got the beadshop.com tote bag. These are the tote bags that I embroidered that we're giving out at our bead retreat that's coming up in August. A few of you are like, I want that tote bag. So I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I'll make a few in my leisure time. You never know what's going to happen. Great. Well, Drea, thank you so much for an amazing project.
It was so, look, I'm going to try to get up a little
Yeah.
bit. So quick, so fast. And I kind of like these. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. I kind
There
of
you
like
go.
that there's like a little something up here now.
Yeah, a little
I'm still
pop
going
of
the
color.
wrong way. It's so
There
hard
you
to
go.
see.
I know. And you're backwards and all of this.
Yes.
It's nutty. It's nutter butter.
But
It was great.
love it. And now I have another new
Everybody
necklace to add to my collection of the same necklace that I
of
wear
the same
everywhere
necklace. Well, Sandy's saying it makes a great gift necklace. It's really a fast one. So if you have, look at that. I love it. If you
I
have
go. It is.
a gift that you have to make, the tassel really has a lot of visual impact, and it's so fast. You could knock one of these out, put it in an organza bag, and you are the star of the show.
Yep. Easy peasy.
Love it. Okay, well, I will see you. Well, I actually won't see you on Friday. What's going to happen on Friday, friends, is this weekend I am off to with my mom. We're hitting the road to Palm Springs, California, and we're going on a retreat where we're going to make some bags. It's going to be fun. But on Friday, you're going to get a pre-record. And Drea asked me to do this one because several of you have had questions. I have a question about what my hair is doing, so I'm just going to do this right now instead. I don't know, or maybe I'll just embrace it. That one. We've got the watch band, the Apple Watch stuff back in, or the colors that were out are going back in. And some of you have asked about measurement and how long to make it and stuff like that. So I'm going to go over on Friday. I'm going to do a little pre-record about sizing with the Apple Watch. Since I've made them and I've worn them, I've learned a little bit about them. So to fine tune it. So that's going to be Friday's show. I hope it'll be helpful for all you all.
Good stuff.
And then next week, next Wednesday, Janice is going to be on with me. She's got a brand new kit.
Incredible. Wait till you see it. Have they seen it? Have you shown a sneak peek yet?
I have
good.
a little. It's good. I showed it on like my long chitty chat broadcast I did last week. I don't have it here.
That was awesome. All right. Well, stay tuned. It's coming.
Yeah.
And check your newsletters tomorrow. Something's coming tomorrow.
That's right. Something
Check your
that's
newsletter
your
in the morning.
is coming tomorrow.
We got a lot coming up. There's a lot going on.
So that's our story, friends. We're sticking to it. I'll see you next week with Janice. I'll see you pre-recorded on Friday. Drea, there you are. Thank you so much. What a fun project. You did such a great job. I love this necklace.
I did such a great job doing it off camera.
Good.
My eyes like this.
Teamwork. I'll tell you. All right. Have a great week, everybody. And I'll see you pre-recorded on Friday. Thanks, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.